Today is April 6th, 2017. I wanted to do a quick Hobbit Garden update and go through some things. I've got a lot of tomatoes started, and of course I'll be giving away. I'll have a lot of extra tomatoes, more than I can plant. But anyway, I seem to be really good about starting tomatoes. So anyway, now you can see these tomatoes here. Some of these, and then some, like, there's different time frames on when some of these have started. And actually this is well, it's actually corn, and this, and here's cucumber, but we'll see. I just planted this 2 days ago, the cucumber. The corn, it's not doing very good in those cups. But anyway, you can see all these tomatoes that are popping up. I didn't know if my tomatoes were coming up, and I planted more seeds, and I'm going to have tons of tomatoes. You can see all those tomatoes. And there's some other flowers intermingled. And then up there, there's tomatoes and things, and some flowers and things. So I got a couple of my nasturtium haven't done as well as I hoped. And I think these are larkspur here. But and then I have a lot of onions, white onions, so we'll see how that goes. And then some flowers and mustard down there. You see these are flowers, and that's actually mustard, so we'll see how that works out. Now you can see I brought some tomatoes there on the ground here. You see those guys? That's quite a few, actually. Over 50. There's a nasturtium, but I don't have a lot of nasturtium this year. They just didn't come up. And you see all these onions that need to be planted out. I started these just to get some roots started, and then I'll plant those out. And over here, this is a potato coming up. Actually, I planted these last fall, and I never harvested them, and now they're coming up. So we'll see. Now this is actually a planting of potatoes here. I did a circle of leaves with dirt in the middle, and then I built it up, and I planted potatoes. And I saw some on YouTube, people doing that with straw. Well, I didn't have a lot of straw, but I had a lot of leaves, so I thought I would try. And then you can see some buckets over there, those 5 buckets. That's some potatoes I planted. I'll see how they do. And then I have another 3 buckets here. And these little trees are from, actually I planted these last year from seeds, and so we'll see how they do this year, these couple of trees, and we'll see if that lives. That's actually a grape. So now it looks like we've got some oregano that's here in this ice chest, and down here. Now I was hoping it was mint, but I think it's oregano. So anyway, now I've got some. Actually, these leeks wintered over the winter. A couple of leeks here. These are leeks, and then that's garlic. The garlic's doing real well, and as you can see, the onions. These overwintered, these onions. But look, there's some seed pods on those onions, so that means they're going to seed, which is not the best signs. As you can see, some peas have come up here. Can you? I don't know if you can get an overview of what this looks like. But I planted some peas and pole beans at a little bit of a angle, so to my beds. The beds are like east-west, and this is kind of a 45 degrees to the, north-south. So anyway, peas, pole beans, and some of these pole beans, I'm like these, at least one of those I started inside, or 2 of them. And then these other ones that are popping up, I planted a few weeks ago, and so they're already catching up pretty much with the ones I started inside. And this is going to be pole beans here, and I don't see any pole beans. I mean, this is pole beans. I don't see any popping up yet, and these are peas, and you can see some of the peas popping up. And then I went ahead in this bed, I opened up one of my tomato cages and just made a ramp with it for peas. So I have peas here. We'll see how they do. And over here you can see, can you see that half of an A-frame that I've got? Anyway, I ended up planting a few days ago some watermelon. So I don't know if the watermelon will come this early in the year or not, but if they start, it'll be nice. I think they will. So anyway, watermelon underneath here, and then in the middle here I just scattered some mustard seed. And then I put some leaves over the top of things just kind of to keep the moisture in once everything starts. And I planted watermelon on this side of this fence. So it's kind of an interesting structure for me. Onions. Yeah. This is garlic, and then here's some onions. So you can see the onions, at least you can see that one. Going to seed there. And if nothing else, you can make onion greens, which are nice. So I should harvest some of these onions. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. I hope this comes out pretty good. And we've got a number of types of tomatoes and 3 types of onions, and then I also have a ton of onions that I started from seed. So I'm probably going to plant most of those onions in the backyard somewhere, because I have all this garlic and onion in the front yard already. Now, garlic and onion are supposed to be good to keep away insects. So, and also marigolds, which I'm trying to start some marigolds, which I'm struggling with them to come up, and nasturtium are also supposed to be good plants to grow to keep out insects that you don't want. So that's about it. God bless you guys. Okay, bye-bye.